Hello, my fabulous Facebook friends. It's Kylie Bartlett here, the web celeb, bringing you today's Facebook 2-minute takeaway video. Now, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 4 or 5 days, you will have noticed that Facebook's gone through a massive facelift. It's changed a lot of its features and its functions. We've got a new ticker running and a new recent stories newsfeed. But what I've decided to do is, rather than give you an overview of all the changes, which will end up being a 15-20 minute video, I'm going to break them down into bite-sized pieces so that you can understand step by step all the changes and how you can take advantage of them. Now, I know you're probably going to be bored with the first video I'm going to teach you, and that's all about privacy settings, but I believe that if you've got your privacy settings set up correctly, then when you start to understand how to work with lists and the ticker, at least you know that the right people are seeing your message. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to privacy settings. Now, by default, it will be set up, Facebook will have set it up to be on public. Now, what that means is that anything that you post, everyone will be able to see, regardless if they're your friend or not. Now remember, it's the default setting. So if you want your default setting to be friends, then you need to click this button here, which will mean that only your friends will see your status update. Over here in custom, you can change it to be a little bit more flexible, so it could be friends of friends, friends. Now if you click specific people and lists, you could now start to type in your list, and I'll teach you tomorrow how to do lists. So I'm typing in my Melbourne list, and let's say I want Mel Rom, and then down here you can hide who you don't want to see your status update. So I might put in, let's say, Yanina, who works with me, she won't mind me using her name, and another lady that works with me is Fiona Lucas. Now, here's what I would like you to understand about this. So let's say I set that as saved them as my settings. If I post from my smartphone or my iPad, then it will revert back to this setting here. But what you can do is, as you post day to day, you can change your settings in the status update section. So let's say I wanted to do a status update, and I go down here and I write, "Hi, how are you?" I can now go over here and either click on public, friends, or custom. Now, the minute that you change your status update privacy setting here, Facebook remembers that, and that's how it will post again in the future when you're posting from your desktop or your laptop. Now please, I can't reiterate enough, it does get overridden back to the default setting that you have in your privacy settings when you're posting from a smartphone app or an iPad app. So let me explain that again. From here you have the option of changing it, and it will remember the last change, and that will be how it posts for you. But if you're posting from a smartphone app or an iPad, it will revert back to what you have set here. So I'm going to leave mine on friends always, just so I don't have the world seeing my updates, so that I don't have to worry about when I'm posting from my iPad or my iPhone. It will revert back to that. And then I have the option of, if I go here like I did before, "Hi, how are you?" I can go over here and change it manually, knowing that it'll revert back to that on my next post. Now, there's one more thing I would like you to have a look at here, and that is under privacy settings. You can also click on how you connect. So who can look up your profile, who can send you friend requests, who can send you messages, and you can change these depending on who you want to see it. You can also change who can see your wall post by others on your profile. So if you don't want others to see anyone else that's posted on your profile, you can change it just down to friends, public, etc. Now, the last one that I'd like to explain to you is who can see your friends. So sometimes people will get a bit sticky nose and see who you're friends with. You can go over here, click down on family and friends, and actually change who can see who you're friends with, who can see who you just subscribe to, and see who you're subscribing to as well. So another way that you can protect all of your private information. So this is a good one for those sticky noses to see who you're friends with. You can make it that it's only you, so that when you go back to, I'll save that, when you go back to your profile page, you'll see now that my friends do not come up down here. So until tomorrow's video, bye for now.